What's up, YouTube, and welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. I want you to hit that like button. I definitely want you to subscribe, leave a comment. You want to know when the next video is going to drop? Hit that notification bell. All right, the New York Knicks got Atlanta Hawks up. Before I go further into that game, I'm going to talk about the game that I missed, well, the video that I missed putting out for y'all, that Boston game. I apologize, having a problem with my audio. Had to revert back to an old microphone. But anyway, that game right there make me see how can I come out. It could be a positive, it could be negative, but I'm gonna come out with positive feeling about the team because although we had certain players that didn't play up to par, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, Deontay Chizio, we still have other players that people taking for granted and player that somebody that's fighting for a contract. And that's Immanuel Quickley and my man RJ Barrett. I'll get to Immanuel Quickley in a minute. This is not gonna be a long video. Got to get to work and get the money. But anyway, in that Boston game, what I seen a team that if they play, because they came out a little selfishly in that game early on. Some could say selfish. I would say selfish. They was taking shots. They was missing their shots in the paint. Brunson had a terrible first half. In all, he had a terrible game. He started making some shots at the end of the game, but it just wasn't enough. Julius Randle was a little timid, in my opinion, because they had Drew Holiday playing defense on him, and he should have been just taking Drew Holiday to the paint. That could be design plays or whatever may happen. But then again, the way Boston looked, like in the opening, they looked dominant, and I'm not gonna say the team looked dominant. Kristaps Porzingis looked very good, but how can you really count on him to have games like that every night? I know having Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown on his squad is going to give him a lot of open looks, but is he going to be that dominant or that player that everybody wish he was when he was here with the New York Knicks? I don't know, but what I do know, I like the adjustments. And before I go on, because y'all know how I feel about Tibbs, the adjustments he made with Mitchell Robinson and Porzingis, one can say he made the adjustments and it was a good thing, but one also can say that it was because of Mitchell Robinson foul troubles that he put Hartenstein on Kristaps Porzingis. I was thinking to myself, if Mitchell Robinson did not get in foul trouble, would he have made that adjustment? But that's here or there. We're not going to talk about it because he did make the adjustment. We didn't win the game, but Hartenstein did play some good defense on him. And what I like about Hartenstein is that he's very mobile and he can guard the perimeter as well as the paint. And that's what I like about him. He's going to get you fouls. He's going to do certain things that might piss you off, but he's an all-around team player. But when it comes to defense, we have to play centers or power forwards that mobile like that. I think he should be the guy. I don't care if Mitchell Robinson is our starting center, but he should be coming in earlier. If you're going to start Mitchell Robinson, you see Mitchell Robinson can hang with a Jokovic or a Norris. You know, them centers that like to move, go out to the perimeter and hit that deep three or even a long 2-point. Mitchell Robinson do not like to come out the paint. So if he's not going to make the adjustments, we're going to be in trouble. But he didn't make the adjustments. The thing was, the reason why we lost that game was our two superstars had off nights. I don't expect them to have an off night against Trae Young. And I'm going to say this, I don't really think the Hawks going to go far in this year's conference. I know around the NBA or talks that the Knicks is ranked 14th. And I think the Knicks is somewhere in between. Right now, game one, I'll give them 1-7. But at the same time, I like what I seen from RJ Barrett, Immanuel Quickley, especially Quentin Grimes. I think the coach got to design more plays, or the players, Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, have to look for Quentin Grimes in that corner more often, so especially when the double team comes to them. Because Quentin Grimes, I got a feeling he's going to have a breakout year on that 3-point line. So he just got to get the ball more. Like I said, this is not going to be a long video, so I got to get out of here. So other thing I want to talk about is this man right here. Immanuel Quickley. The deadline went past. The Knicks did not extend him, didn't offer him anything what he was hoping for. I don't really know the ins and outs of the conversation of that contract of talk between the agent and the Knicks. I know a lot of people got saying this, saying that, but I got a theory. I think the New York Knicks is holding out in hopes for to see what's going to happen with the Donovan Mitchell situation in Cleveland. Or some of y'all want to talk about the Joe Embiid, Carl Thomas. I doubt if any one of them guys is going to be on the Knicks radar. That well, there have been rumors that the Knicks was interested and it would have been a King's ransom. But in my opinion, that would have hurt the Knicks. That would have hurt the Knicks. I think they got a good squad right now. Maybe add a power forward because we are undersized, which Boston exposed us. I want to see how we're going to do against the Atlanta Hawks. We kind of match up against that team. They lost players. They made some significant moves. Patty Mills brought him in. They lost Collins. But Deontay Murray and Trae Young, they should be enough that the Knicks can take care of by themselves. But it's going to be interesting to see what the New York Knicks is going to do on the offseason concerning this man right here, Immanuel Quickley. I know there's going to be teams out there salivating for his services. And the good thing about it is that he's a restricted free agent, so the Knicks will be able to match any offer that's offered to him. The thing is, our team's going to throw King's ransom at him. Because my opinion, I think Immanuel Quickley is worth a 3-year contract, somewhere around 75, 80 million. Maybe we can drop it down to 60 million until he proves himself. If you're going to give him 60 million, then, wet his whistle. You know what I'm saying? Make it 2 years, 60 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he'll bite on that. And that way you get a sense of to gauge how far he will progress in his career. How I'm saying, what type of player will he really become? And you save money to make moves in other directions. We know Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle will be able to opt out in 2025. So a move like I said, sweet deal, I'm gonna give you $62 million, 2 years quickly. See what you got. If not, you don't want it. Okay, we back off. We see what's happening in the free agency. Like I said, and I said it to a lot of my co-workers and friends, I think that Donovan Mitchell really want to be a part of the New York Knicks. So I think the Knicks is actually saving this. They're just thinking about what they can do with the off season. Do they have to make any moves that's significant right now? And I don't think they think that is necessarily a move that they have to make where they have to sign quickly right now. And they are basically got something like 100 and maybe a little bit over 70 million or 60 something million going to 3 players right now, or 4 players including Mitchell Robinson. So that's their thinking. And I don't know. I would like to see Quickley on this team in the future. I have made videos about him being a future All-Star. But right now, I think he still have to prove himself if he won a contract that's going to hit $100 million. He won a $100 million contract. And plus, I think he got to prove this season that he can be that player. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all think Quickley is worth 4 years, $120 million? I don't know. I'm just going to be honest. I really don't know. But there's a lot of people out there that think that the Knicks can go out there and probably find a suitable replacement. And I'm talking about Donovan Mitchell. I just don't want to try to throw it up in the air, because one thing I don't do on my channel, I don't really like to put that cap in the air. But I think the Knicks' whole goal right now is working on Donovan Mitchell. But at the same time, you see what I had up there. They have to pay that man. If they want to keep Immanuel Quickley, they're going to have to pay him. And I know I broke down a 2-year scenario, but what I mean by that, $60 million for 2 years, that's a lot of money. If you're going to give him 3 years, then let's go up to $80 million. Now, you're going to give him 4 years. We know he's looking $20 million plus. So this is what I'm trying to say. If you can get 2 years out of him and give him that $60 million now, that's $30 million a year, you won't be committed for a long time. Maybe make one of them years an option, and you go from there. But the thing is to see what he at right now and see if he's worth that money. That's just my opinion. I think the Knicks is going to knock the Hawks off tonight. I know it was supposed to be a preview, and I just jumped over to Immanuel Quickley most. But there's only one game. I'm going to tell you, my Knick Cave dwellers, don't panic. The Knicks is going to be all right. They're going to do way better than a lot of people have them coming out this season. trust me, we're going to surpass that 47 win mark, and we might make it 52 wins this year. Soon as our superstars get on track, you know what I'm saying, the Knicks going to be okay. And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.